think I came to Atlanta and not gon' rap, nigga. I'm in the kitchen with Yayo, he make it slap, nigga. You niggas ain't got no motion and that's a fact, nigga. I drop a few more, I'm blowing, I'm like Iraq, nigga. Whipped up the sack, retired quarterback, nigga. She off the track, can't work her if she flat, nigga. I need her with an apple bottom like a Mac, nigga. 020 moving, I ain't talking about a pack, nigga.
What up, Gringo Gang? It's your boy Emerald Amigo back at you with another one, man. Oh my God. It's supposed to be love. What happened? Look, man. Hey, the black community, Black America is one of their favorite couples. It's over with. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all knew it, but now it's all hitting the fan just for no reason. They all broadcasting and shooting shots back and forth on the internet. How did we get here? We talking about Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy Ma, one of the hardest New York female spitters there is. Papoose, one of the hardest underground New York spitters there is. They've been like a motherfucking power couple for the longest, for years on years. He held her down during a prison bid. They came out. They got children together. They've been rocking and being solid and having just this endless love. And then all of a sudden, we see Remy supporting another random doing a rap battle, and come to find out she supposedly was messing off on Papoose with the new little rap battle homie after all the years and all the grind and all the stuff he done held her down through, and she just did the boy dirty, you know, according to popular opinion. And man, now this whole situation has bled into the internet to where both of them trying to clear the air and they shooting shots at each other over the web after Papoose done moved on to boxer Clarissa Shields, and he all in love with her, she in love with him, whichever way it is, but they going steady, going strong, going public. And Remy got the little scarlet letter known as the cheater who broke up the relationship with the solid black dude who held her down. And man, now they just, you know what I'm saying, Remy came out and she feel like she's sick of her name being ran through the mud. She came out to clear the air, and then Papoose came and he responded, and Clarissa, she getting all of these questions and interrogations about the situation because the marriage they ain't divorced legally yet, but they just split ways and got in different relationships. And I'm here to react to some of the things that's been spewing. So look, y'all, I got about 10 minutes, 9:54 exactly. I got about 10 minutes worth of film of everybody clearing the air. I ain't trying to review and go through all of that, but I'm gonna see if I can hit some of the main points and just speed past a lot of the blabbing. But I really put together a whole bunch of important points, but I really I don't think I'm gonna sit here and make this video 30-40 minutes long. I'm gonna try to keep it as concise as possible, but let's get into it, man.
I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey
man, married or not, she said they love each other, nigga. She said, Remy, fall back. You already know I beat your ass, but hey, I'm putting it on public record. We love each other, bitch. It's a rap for you. I took him. He mine now. That's what she said.
It's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Did that hold you? Did that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's
She said the marriage don't matter. He mine now. The boy is mine. She like Brandy said, the boy is mine. She said she took her. She said F that paperwork. She said he mine now. I'm standing on business. If Shawty want to do something about it, we can do something about it. What are you talking about?
I said we already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like it's still that still has to get taken care of. But like once again, it's not. It's not for me. You understand?
Hey, all right. So I think a lot of people in the comments and whatnot, a lot of spectators on Remy's long speech and lives and everything, and her long monologues. A lot of people were saying that was probably the statement that got Remy in her feelings and made her feel like she needed to come out and start talking crazy about Papoose and all this stuff, because Clarissa said they love each other and they talking about having kids. So basically, homie trying to start another family without you. And, maybe a lot of people thinking that, it's one of those she don't want you, but she don't want nobody else to have you type situations. Man, that's wild. It's so crazy. More than just, worrying about just their relationships. I am tripping because like the last 5 videos I have done, it's all revolving around these women bringing all this crazy drama to these music artists' lives. And the main point, the main story is that, guys, if you don't select the right females and put them in the right positions in your lives, eventually they will turn your world upside down. And we ain't got no time for that. Like, we have to really make sure that we choosing and dealing with these women the right way, because in 2025, it's nothing but women just taking machetes and just cutting niggas' legacies right and left and left and right, and putting motherfuckers on blast and in court and just tearing down niggas' characters left and right, and ruining people's reputations and names and careers, all based on relationships. There ain't even no crimes and crazy stuff that most of y'all done did. And if it has been a crime or something you did, it's still started. It all came from your relationship with this female. Even Rod Wave going through the ringer right now. Everybody, man, Offset, freaking Diddy, DDG, who else? I did the video on everybody is just getting taken down. Empires are just falling, burning, crashing down because of the females y'all selected. And that is the moral of my whole series of videos that I've done in like this last week and a half. These women are going to play a way more important part in your life. Weezy too. They're going to play a way more important part of your life than you anticipate. You can't underestimate them, because right now they are on a rampage. Every woman in the game is just destroying niggas' lives left and right. And right now, even though Papoose came up and he moved on and, was traded, a real bad one, Remy a bad one. He traded a real bad one for an even badder one. She's still putting him through all this unnecessary drama that he shouldn't have to deal with. So this should be a warning to all my guys in the music game when you're selecting your females, man. We seeing in 2025 how ugly it can get if you don't make the right pick. Let's keep it going, man. I think that's enough from Clarissa. I think that's all we needed to hear.
I'm saying I'm not up.
The people at Love and Hip Hop, one executive in particular who I heard was doing this behind the scenes recently. Can't believe it. That was crazy. How you gonna be talking crazy like y'all ain't see me? Like y'all ain't see me taking 15, 20, 25,000 off of my fee to put it on that, or to put it on his fee.
All right, so that's one. You know what I'm saying? Remy, you know what I'm saying, playing, she talking that big bank. Once again, talking about how she was being a provider in her and Papoose's relationship. And that seemed to be one of the main themes of this long, drawn out speech that she gave on her live. And it's crazy. I was scouring through most of the clips or through several parts of the live, and I couldn't find nothing about where she mentioned cheating on him or dealing with another dude. She only spoke about how much she was providing for them and for the kids and how much money she was making and sending, but she never spoke anything about any infidelity or what broke them up. And, you know, the most she really said was that he wasn't the same as good of a husband as he used to be, but she never addressed the things that he ended up addressing, saying that things fell apart because he called her cheating with the dude that the whole world supposedly called her cheating with, that battle rapper, and she just glossed over that completely. Y'all gonna see.
Whatever it was, I paid in cash with my name on it only. So yes, you understand? And if you're the one, I take care of the kid, I take care of it, so I stay here. You go, you move over here. You moved on, great. I'm trying to understand, what's the holdup? What's the holdup? Who's holding what up? Who's holding what up? I had my lawyer call, like, yo, we sent them the email, right? Yes. He gave his lawyer information? Yeah, you got it. You called him, right? What did she say? She said he hasn't retained her yet.
All right, so Clarissa's saying, you know what I mean, the divorce still needs to be handled, you know what I'm saying, for us to just ride off in the sunset, go on with our lives and our relationship and everything. Remy saying, I done already put a divorce in motion, but Papoose he ain't hiring a lawyer. What's going on with that? But Papoose he gonna address, you know what I'm saying, he gonna give kind of a background reason of something that could possibly be holding him up from, you know, getting everything settled and finalized as quickly as he should be. But yeah, once again, you saw her mention, you know, the house being in her name, so she could keep the house and she take care of the kid. You know, a whole bunch of flexing.
So who the fuck was writing my rhymes before I met him? When I was on Lean Back and Conceited and Meat and Pun and all, like, what? I don't have...
All right, so she was saying she is addressing when Papoose is later on gonna say that he wrote most of her rhymes. She was like, well, you write my shit, who was writing them before you met me? So you couldn't have been writing my shit, but he, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna see some more about that.
As far as my personal life, I don't have to speak on my whoever I'm with is who I'm with.
This is about the closest we done got to hearing anything about her dealing with any other dudes beside her husband, Papoose. And all she said was, I ain't got to speak on it. Whoever I'm dealing with, I'm dealing with. And that's true. That's facts. You ain't got to speak on it. What's yours is yours. What's personal is personal. It's yours is yours. But at the same time, you know, if you're going to come out here and try to clear the air about what happened and what's going on and try to eliminate the confusion, that's kind of a cop-out just to say, I ain't even going to speak on who I deal with or nothing like that. That's my business. But then basically giving us all the reasons why you would deal with somebody else because of the disdain that you have gained for your ex-husband. It is the dodging accountability and the lack of accountability is strong with this one right now. It's crazy.
You understand? But unfortunately, very clear. I was with that same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm from the street and make me feel some type of way? A piece of shit, Papoose.
All right, so right now she feels like he a piece of shit. She said she was with that piece of shit for almost 20 years, so can't nobody call her for the streets. But a good part of the 20 years you was locked down, so you wasn't really with him all the way. So some of them years you gotta kind of take off your resume, because you could have been up in the jail cell lint licking. We don't know. You could have been in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, chewing on carpet. We don't know. Also, shortly after you get out and y'all reunite and the happy couple's back again, the whole world apparently sees you pretty much link up with some random no-name underground battle rapper in the face of your man, in the face of the public, like you ain't give a F. Like, so we can't just use your long-term relationship to say that you just not for the streets just because you had a long-term relationship, when a lot of the relationship you weren't even there. You was on the other side of a wall, and when you had a chance to make up for the time that y'all missed, it wasn't too long before you jumped into somebody else's arms for whatever reason it seems. So, I mean, we got to keep it 100. We can't toot our own horn too much when the horn a little bit rusty. Let's keep it going.
You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else.
Yeah. She really feeling the type of way. She trying to let the whole world know all of your personal insecurities and the things that, you know what I'm saying, you tell her in private and in secret. She just airing it out to the whole public. Like, oh, somebody feel a certain type of way. I don't know if it's the new relationship or if she's just trying to, you know, make herself not look as bad for cheating. But, oh, man, she feel the type of way. And once again, we got to remember that she came out on live and spoke out first, airing out all this information, and Papoose gonna come in later and respond. But yeah, man, where's this coming from? If he'd have moved on and, you know what I'm saying, he got a real successful female and he ain't saying nothing about you or nothing to you, I mean, I understand delaying the divorce and the paperwork and all that can be frustrating, but where is all this coming from to where you just want to air him out if he ain't talking bad about you? It could be a little bit of guilt creeping up on somebody, you know what I'm saying?
I've made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage? Because
ooh, talking real greasy about that boy. Oh, Lord, this who you was holding down all this time when you could have been smashing your pick of the litter all them years in prison. You going day for day, year for year, just babysitting this female in jail and holding her down and raising her name. And see, fellas, this one of the things, man. This is why, you know what I'm saying, you can't just put yourself to the side for nobody, especially not no female, no matter how much you love her, because when things don't go her way, it'll all come back on you like this. This is crazy. Now she just motherfucking assassinating your character, your name, talking down crazy, just putting you beneath the dirt, talking about you like you just scum of the earth, like you a raggedy three-legged dog. She doing you dirty, my boy. Jesus Christ, she ain't got to do it like that. So she referring to Clarissa Shields, saying, baby girl, you too successful, you too bossy to be dealing with this old raggedy bastard who ain't about nothing. But that about nothing motherfucker was holding you down, and he was your husband for almost 20 years. And I would rather you be for the streets and be a little thot than to be a faithful wife talking about me like this, bitch. You go eat a dick or something if you gonna talk to me about like this. Like, what's really going on, y'all? Gringo gang, tell me something.
your manager got you out here talking, looking crazy, alive and well, and probably feels slighted sometimes. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess, you He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son who is very much alive and well and probably feels slighted sometimes.
So she called you broke. She said you ain't got nothing going for yourself. You're old. You a scammer, a squeezer, a scallywag, a deadbeat dad. She just on your head in every way, shape, and form. But she said she deserved the credit for being your faithful, loving wife for over 20 years. When half your marriage, you had to talk to her through the wall. You couldn't even barely touch her. Like, oh my God. Like, this is just, damn. And all these years, like, they just been the perfect, ideal dream. Love, don't give up on love. This is, you can make it and fight through anything as couple. And boy, this is, black people, do we have a chance at a long-term relationship, making it for the long haul through anything? Is there even a chance anymore? Are Jay-Z and Beyonce the last? And shit, he almost lost it cheating, according to Beyonce. Are they the only hope that we have for an example of long-term black love? Do we have anything else? Because Remy and Papoose, on a lower level, they were supposed to be one of them ones, and this is just ugly. This is ugly. What we gonna do? Should we just give it up at this point? Are we too damaged, too wrecked to hold each other down for the long term anymore without eventually falling apart and just, boo-booing on each other's names? Like, is it over for us, y'all? This is wild.
Wow, because that's not my style. And also, I would...
All right. So let's see what Papoose had to say. And, what I'm saying? All these clips were way longer, but I'm glad that we is speeding past a lot of this and getting on through it. Let's see what Papoose got to say in response to those things that you heard from Remy.
Never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane.
All right. So he said the issues started occurring when, she started getting too familiar with the little battle rap dude. She was just getting too emotionally attached.
But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating.
Ooh,
speak way
okay. He said he called her cheating multiple times. It was getting reckless.
Louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter.
All right, so he's saying that, all the stuff about her taking care of the kids, taking care of the daughter, blah, 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 and all these kids he got. He's saying, hey, she said in the lives and everything that most of their kids is grown, but they got this little 5-year-old together right now. And he's saying that after all of the breakup and all that stuff happened, she was not allowing him to see the kid, which is why she can continue to say that he ain't there for the daughter and she taking care of the child and he ain't never there, but he's saying he was not allowed to be there. So that's interesting. Let's see what else he got to say.
Since this first transpired at the end of last year, in my back, even when I got stabbed in my back by the person that I moved mountains for, fought battles, did everything, was super loyal to, I still didn't slander you.
I mean, we can't really deny that it's hard to go against that because, more than his music, I don't even know a Papoose song, but more than his music, that's kind of what he was known for. He was known for holding Remy Ma down for the longest. So, we can't really deny that. I don't think anybody who paid attention to rap for like the last 20 years can deny that that was his main job, holding her down. No matter whether he was broke or not, or living off her money or whatever, the boy was holding her down. I mean, we can't debate that. I don't see no way that we can debate and argue against that. Yeah, he was doing that, and like he said, he didn't speak. But once again, you know, you don't pick the right person, fellas. You ain't gotta speak. They gonna speak for you regardless, especially if you think you just finna go live happily ever after with somebody richer and doing better than them and younger than them. They're like, you ain't just finna go ride off in the sunset and ball out after you done left all that. You know how that go, man. That's crazy.
Will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth, and it's very...
Ooh, all right. Man, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me. I mean, shit. If my wife was rapping, you know, I'm a cold ass writer too. My wife was rapping, I would write them bars for her too, so she killed all you hoes. I kind of understand that, you know what I'm saying? But according to Remy don't want to, she don't want to get no credit to that. She don't want to hear none of that. She was like, nigga, I been had the juice way before you got here, like y'all heard her say. But, you know, maybe he took that load off her shoulder and, you know, in exchange for being, you know, his love, his wife, having his kids and all that. So, you know, he's like, shit, I'm going to my pen a little bit sharper. I'm going to make sure you cold. But, hey, that's irrelevant. Let's keep it going.
my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her life, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud.
All right. Now, as you can clearly see, half of the thing she was talking about was what she paid for, what she provided, how many resources and money she sent here, there, who she take care. She was definitely all flexing on the money to, was hardly even talking about love at all, but she was just talking about everything she was doing for the man. So, I mean, maybe he was just, you know, giving her a purpose in the where she, you know, could feel like she was supporting the man and control of a man, and you know what I'm saying. Maybe she needed to feel needed and never really loved him in the first place or something like that. But that was her main flex. Her main flex was all of the stuff she was providing, how he had nothing going for himself, and how he needed to attach to either her or Clarissa and all this. So it's wild, you know what I'm saying? He's saying she just doing it for her ego, but who knows, man. Yeah, that's weird. I ain't know they had that dynamic, you know what I'm saying, all this time. I thought they both was really just getting money like that. And maybe they was, maybe they wasn't, but the way she's speaking, she's saying, you know what I'm saying, I just had a bum on my arm just to say I had a man. That's what she's saying.
Like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that. For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. Afraid all that she was cheating with the nigga. He was running his mouth and it came back to me. They said, yo, Pat, this nigga out here telling niggas he fucking your wife. I said, word.
All right. So homie out there in the streets flexing and bragging, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get his clout for, you know, knocking yours down, because you know y'all was one of the most powerful, dynamic black couples in, you know, the African American music industry. Y'all was looked up as one of the most exalted couples there was. So maybe, you know, it'll get a grimy street nigga some clout to, you know, be able to brag on getting in between that. Who knows?
I thought you was with the lame, you denied it. You shitted on him. Basically said, yo, why would I be with him? Why do you think I would be with him?
All right. So he said not only did she deny it, you know what I'm saying, after the word got back to him, but she also, you know what I'm saying, acted like her poom poom was too good for that motherfucker. But for some reason, we still all as a whole community, a whole black community, saw her on stage rocking right behind a nigga doing a rap battle without Papoose, looking like, you know what I'm saying, she was standing 10 toes down for him. So that ain't matching up. Let's keep it going.
Not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. I love all my kids the same, but when you have children, and everyone knows that about me. Everybody who know me, y'all know my character. Y'all know her character. Very rude, very disrespectful, not just to me, to everyone.
All right, so saying, you know what I'm saying, I saw a little flaw in that when you were saying, y'all know me and y'all know her. Y'all know she really ain't that good of a person. Saying that right there, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I kind of look for facts when we trying to debunk everything going on. All of these attacking, especially as a man attacking a female's character and all that, talking about how she is. I don't really like all that, you know, just tell us what happened. Don't really tell us, you know what I'm saying, how she is, and you should know that she's like this because she... I don't really like that. I feel like that's kind of catty. We don't need to do that. It's grown ass men. But he is saying that she could have, or he could have, a reason for why he hasn't finalized all the paperwork and got all this stuff out her crib and all this stuff, because he was fighting to keep the nuclear family construct going because he wanted to stay in his daughter's life. You know what I'm saying?
But that speaks volumes. I didn't want to we planned to raise her with both parents. That was the plan. So I did not want to not live under the same roof with my little girl. I was there from the moment she came out of the womb, and I intended, and I always told her, I want to be there to the moment we take her to her prom. Mind you,
Okay, I can see that. So, you know what I mean? If he is really reluctant to, you know, go ahead and finish off the marriage and just leave and pack all this shit and get out and just never turn back, he could be reluctant to that because he don't want to leave his baby girl behind, because the plan was, you know, to be in her life as a unit. So that sounds like a strong argument to me right there.
Got all these lies to y'all about me. The only thing she told the therapist was, oh, he doesn't trust me. He's going to keep looking behind me and trying to, find out what I'm doing. But the only reason why I was looking behind her is because she was moving strange.
So all real ones know. All the real ones know. Just like all real ones know that, you know, when you got a Clarissa Shields and you caking on the phone for 4-5 hours every night and y'all fall asleep all on the phone, you know that you're gonna have that female locked in. You know it's a wrap. If she willing to, you know what I'm saying, fall asleep on the phone with you, talk every day for hours on, you know it's a wrap. You know you got her. You know it's over with. She locked. Same way we know that, all players know that, you know you're losing your female. You know things ain't right when she start moving different. She start moving weird. All real ones, you know what I'm saying, who got experience with females, we all know that it's the telltale sign that somebody else might be getting your girl behind. If you don't know right now, or if you don't know by now, my boy, go to the eye doctor, because you're going blind. Let's keep it going.
Hold on a second, man. Give me 1 second. He's right. Never came on the stage, stayed in the crowd, fell back. Yeah. I wake up, it's just me and my daughter in the bed. So I get up, I see her.
This one was critical too, you know, pretty much icing on the cake.
The other bed. So I go over to the other bed, and as I go to the other bed, I notice that her phone is on. When I pick up the phone, I see the lame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, she on the phone with the lame. After that, I woke her up. Hey, what's going on? This is what you doing in here? This is what we doing? She started lying again, fabricating, this, that, and the third. Long story short, she kept cheating with the lame. I done told you I'm gonna put this nigga down, and you bring him to the event. I done told you numerous times, when I catch this nigga, I'm gonna put him down. Mind you, I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib where she lays up with the lame.
All right. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Basically, we want to know why one of our most favorite hip hop couples, besides Jay-Z and Beyonce, Remy Ma and Papoose, while it's a rap, why they moved on, separated, went their own ways, started new relationships, and the dream of black love, the vision of black love we had for them is no more. On Remy's side, she's saying because her husband ain't the man he used to be, became a horrible person, and he just a bum. He ain't really nothing. She just been supporting him, and he just won't let her go, and he a dependent, and he ain't live up to the potential she thought he was gonna live up to, because he ain't end up coming up the way she thought he was gonna come up. On Papoose side, he said, I was willing to hold you down and stick it through for our kids' sake, our family's sake, even go to therapy and work it out with you. But you just couldn't stop trying to find a come up, a better option than me. You couldn't stop fucking with other niggas who wasn't me. Even though I stayed down and loyal to you and gave everything for you all these years, you had to go find out if the grass was greener. You couldn't stop trying to look and see if the grass was greener. So on Papoose side, it's infidelity. On Remy Ma's side, it is disappointment and lack of potential, or lack of fulfilled potential. And basically, it's just the nature of humans. You want to get rid of a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Make him feel like you ain't his. Make him feel like you for the streets. Make him feel like anybody can have you. And that, you know what I'm saying, he don't possess you the way that he think he possess you. You want to get rid of a female? Don't be successful. Don't be somebody she can brag on. Don't get to that bag the way she wants you to get to that bag. Don't be somebody that she can say is better than the next nigga she looking at. I mean, it's our natures, man. It's a shame that the most basic offenses could tear down one of the strongest couples we've seen in like this last, or the first 50 years of hip hop. It's a shame that we got to see them fall apart like this, and then on the grand stage at that. But at the end of the day, fellas, careful who you choose and who you rocking with out here. Ladies, you ain't gotta go air it out like that. Just let it go. You still bad. You see how bad Remy is. Hair all natural, lips all full, still looking chocolate and smooth. Girl, go get you another real nigga. You ain't even gotta do all this. Speak with your actions like Papoose ain't he doing. Papoose already winning. He already came up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to sacrifice a little time with his child and all that. But hey, it is what it is. It's how life goes sometimes. Gringo Gang, this breaks my heart. I ain't expect to see this coming, but you know I had to come speak on it because this is the music, the hip hop, the all things music channel. Not only hip hop, but all things music, but especially hip hop because I'm a hip hop artist. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Man, pray for the child of Remy Ma and Papoose, who got to go through the rest of this tumultuous situation. And man, I just hope that we in the black culture can, you know, get some more examples of true love, long-lasting love, or people just working things out no matter what the struggle is. You know what I'm saying? To give the kids examples, but we all grown, or most of us are grown. We know it don't always work out. A lot of us came from divorced parents and separated parents and all this stuff like that. We all know that, you know, everything in a fairy tale and whatnot, but it's a shame when you think that, you know, you see a couple that's gonna make it make it down the road, and they just take a detour, and that road never gets finished. Gringo gang, it's been another one. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's your boy Edward Amigo back at you with another one. I'ma catch you in the next video. Yes, sir. Ski. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, dig. Let's get it, man. We out.